All right, we got one. Hey, Danica. Hey. How are you, Danica? Danica, if you don't mind, maybe pull me up on YouTube. Hey, Terry, what's going on? All right, I'll give it another second or two, and then we'll start. All right. All right, we'll give it another second. I'm at the cigar lounge, Terry. All right, here we go. We're going to start, everybody. I'll give it another minute. Let everybody get situated. There we go. We got a third person. Who's my third person? All right, we're going to start. Here we go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Angie's Angles. It is May the 9th in the year of my Lord, 2024. Welcome to Angie's Angles. I've got 5 viewers. This is awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you being there tonight. Tonight, we're going to dissect and fully explain the replay booth in Manhattan for Major League Baseball. Is it really a replay booth, or is it a Guiding Eyes headquarters? If you know what I mean. Yeah, they put a brick wall behind me, Terry. I'm institutionalized. Hey, Harold, what's going on, buddy? Harold, I am Interstatal. What's up, Mark Brooks, my brother from another Make Me duo, Interstatal. Nick Troiano representing Delphi University. Let's put Nick live. He's saying, hey, Angela, what's going on? 2 out of 3 from the Cardinals ain't bad. I'm feeling playoff hype because one of my sports teams in the postseason not related to the Mets. Could that be the Knicks or the Rangers? Which one is it, Nick? You got to let us know. West Coast State Prince is in the house all the way from California. Hey, if you know what I mean, make me try. Interstatal. All right, folks. Thanks for joining us tonight. So we're going to dissect the Manhattan Major League Baseball replay booth. It's located in Manhattan. All replays go there. They've got gazillion cameras, different angles. They got a head umpire with the rule book. They got all the time in the universe to look at the replays. And still they don't get it right. I don't understand this. How can they not get it right? And due to modern technology, I'm going to be able to show you some things tonight. Hey, Clark, I am quadruple interstatal. Thank you, Clark. I appreciate you very much. So let's get right into it. So the other night, it was May 6th. Harrison Bader for the Mets, St. Louis Cardinals. And let's go right to the first video, to the first picture. All right, I gotta share this. I gotta share. Give me a second. All right, and there we go. Okay, so here's the play that I'm referring to. Right? You could see that he's just about getting the ball, and Bader's foot is about a half a foot away from third base. Okay? Let's pull up a closer shot of that. I'm gonna share you another picture. We're gonna go to the next one. Bear with me. All right, there we go. Let me share that one. Okay, this is more dynamic, if you could see it, right? Here we have the ball circled due to modern technology. We're getting a little, hey, Danny, what's going on, buddy? My son, Danny. Right, Clark? He was safe all day long. Now, Clark, I'm glad. So Clark is our resident St. Louis Cardinal fan, so he's not biased. He's being honest here with his assessment. And Clark, we're going to blow this up in terms of Manhattan doing. What are they looking at? I just don't get it, right? So there's a couple of problems I have with this picture. And this picture really, really hones in on my issues. There's two issues I have. Two. The first issue is Harrison Bader. Can we please, Danny, listen? Can we please teach our ball players how to slide? And Danny, I gotta be honest, you've been a little guilty of premature sliding, if you know what I mean. Harrison Bader started his slide way too early. Way too early. He's already parallel to the ground. The dirt is starting to slow him down. He's at least, 2 feet away from the bag on this slide. Now, sure, he's going at full speed. It's going to carry him into the bag. But he needed to take one more step. A la Pete Alonso of last week's problem, right? Last week's podcast. Pete started his headfirst slide way, way too early. He needed to take one more step. And then he's automatically saved, no questions asked. Harrison Bader, the same thing. Yeah, Clark. Clark says he was happy he was called out, though. Yeah, Clark, we understand your happiness and your giddiness. Thanks. So anyway, a couple of things with the Harrison Bader slide. Number one, starts too soon. Number two, he's sliding right at the glove. He's sliding into the glove. Can we teach our ball players? Anybody here know about a fadeaway slide? How about a hook slide? How about throwing your body to home plate and using your right leg to hook the bag? Primitive baseball skills 101 is lost on these ball players. They have no idea how to slide. They head first slide when they shouldn't. They feet first slide right into the glove. If Harrison Bader takes 6 inches to home plate and has his slide, he's safe with no problem, right, Clark? A hook slide. What's a hook slide? Apparently, Harrison Bader has no idea what the freak a hook slide is. Stop, Clark. He will not be injured. He's doing just fine. Thank you very much. So let's stop that screen share. I'm going to go to my last picture. And we'll blow it up. Give me 1 second. Okay. So here we go, right? Here's the last picture that I want to dissect. He's just about getting the ball. Arenado's just about getting the ball. Now he's got to come down with the ball. He's got to tag Bader. And what happens is he doesn't hit the left leg. He gets on the right side of the leg, on the inside. So Harrison Bader's slide, he's now about, let's call that a good foot away from the bag. By the time that Arenado's glove comes down, tags Bader, he's on the base, he's safe. Kevin Elliott, what's going on? I am quintuple interstatal. So Kevin Elliott's telling us, how about the third base coach directs his runner? Yeah, valid point. That's what we're bringing up, Kev. We're saying how these players in today's society have no clue about basic principle, how to play the game. Baseball 101. They need to stop headfirst sliding when it's not necessary, especially Pete Alonso into home plate. You're going to hurt yourself. Francisco Lindor almost hurt himself sliding into second base early in the season. Sorry, my throat's a little scratchy tonight. But this picture right here epitomizes what the replay booth saw in Manhattan. Not only this angle, and I wasn't able to capture an angle from the left field camera. It wasn't readily available to me. But this is really, really pinpointing where we are in the play. So we'll stop sharing my screen. Yeah, West Coast. Thanks, buddy. A little honey. It's still remnants of my surgery. I got intubated, and they did some spinal discectomy surgery on my neck back in December, and I'm having a little. Sometimes it gets a little dry and scratchy, but that doesn't stop Angie's Angles coming to you live. By the way, from Smoke Therapy, 215 Ron Cockman Avenue, Ronkonkoma, New York. Come on down, say hello, step it up. So what we want to do is call out Major League Baseball's replay booth. Now, obviously, this is a Met channel. Thanks, Dave. This is a Met channel. We dissect the Met game. We live and die through the Mets on Angie's Angles. It is not the only play that's been botched, not overturned, wrong ruling, wrong call, if you will. And you're paying these people a lot of money. You got a big production studio in Manhattan. You got all the televisions all over. You got the angles. You got the slow-mo ability. You got the zoom in, zoom out. You got everything at your disposal. And yet Major League Baseball in their infinite wisdom constantly gets the calls wrong. So what are we doing? So they institute the pitch clock, the 2 disengagements from the mound, the ghost runner, the larger bases, the goddamn pitch clock, which we all know we hate ad nauseum, if you know what I mean. And Harold and Clark and West Coast and Kevin and Danny and Danica and Terry and everybody else that's here, this is the best time to do it. Let's do it. I want you to go to your windows, throw open the sash, and say, Rob Manfred hates baseball. Rob Manfred hates baseball. Rob Manfred hates baseball ad nauseum. Rob Manfred, you're a disgrace. I can't get that off my chest enough. And who do we got in the replay booth? Stevie F. and Wanda. For God's sakes. We got some fans. Harold's chiming in. Rob Manfred hates baseball ad nauseum. Nick Troiano. Rob Manfred hates baseball ad nauseum. So I don't know what to say about that, guys and girls. Harrison Bader needs to do a better job on that slide. If he sticks to the fundamentals of baseball sliding 101, he's safe by a mile, right? You can't. Here we go. Here's third base. Yeah, he's got to come to this side of third base. He's got to come to the inside, to the home plate side of third base. He's got to throw his entire body almost perpendicular with the foul line, and throw his right foot out to hook the bag. Danny, take this into your knowledge on the baseball field. And you're smart. Your baseball IQ is very high, Danny, so I can't really argue with it. However, you've had a couple of early slides, premature sliding, Dan. If the runner's in front of you, you could slide later, because hitting him is going to slide you down. It's not going to make you slide past the base. Now, Danny, I know you slide on turf, so I get it, right? I understand. So the slide is like sliding on glass. You slide by. But that means then you got to reach your hands out and grab the base as you slide past it. Okay? Those are things that need to be taught, need to be discussed in Major League Baseball on the teams. I mean, Jesus, get Ricky Henderson out there. Get some of these great, get Mookie Wilson out there. As much as I don't really care for Vince Coleman, get Vince Coleman out there into these clubs to teach sliding fundamentals. I mean, when I played ball, and it was a ground ball to the right side especially, right? So I'm on first, and I'm taking off to second. I am watching the fielder's eyes. His eyes are following the path of the ball. You can actually see where the ball is coming in by looking at that fielder's eyes, because he's got to focus on catching that ball. So what I do is I adjust my path. I get in front of his eye line, his eyesight, his sight of line to the ball. I block it. Kind of like Dan, when you put your glove up to block the sun, that's what I'm doing to the fielder. If my 6'3" frame is blocking his line of sight to the ball, a lot of things are happening. He's got to move off to the side to recapture that line of sight. Now, if I'm in line with the throw of the ball, it has a great chance of hitting me in the back of the head or in my shoulder, thus deflecting the ball out of play or away from the play, and I'm going to be safe at second. These are the things that we need to teach in Major League Baseball. And I don't know why at 8:45 in the back room of Smoke Therapy, 215 Ronkonkoma Avenue, one Angelo M. Gagliano Sr. with Angie's Angles needs to let you know that. They don't do enough. I really don't think they even look at the replays after the game to see how they could maybe have improved what transpired on the field. I really don't. I think it's a lost art. I mean, Keith Hernandez used to have a notebook. He wrote everything down in the notebook. The pitcher, is he tipping the pitches? What did he throw me? Blah, blah, blah. What was the count? Blah, blah, blah. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy that we don't take time to teach our baseball players sliding 101. I've chewed this up a lot. I want to get some of your comments. West Coast, Dave, you say Mets must win series against Atlanta. Listen, take a series by series. Win 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4 if it's 4-game series, and then that's going to create momentum. That's going to get you to the next series, one game at a time. We can't imagine or make believe that we're as good as the Braves at this moment, because we're not. And don't look now, but guess who's in first place? The Philadelphia Phillies, who are just absolutely on fire. So, yeah, absolutely. Nick, you just stole my thunder there, buddy. Philadelphia Phillies are in first place and are red hot, by the way. Good observation, Nick. I appreciate that input. We have our resident troll chiming in. I don't mean to steal Harold Sanderson's thunder, but Vince Coleslaw was a great person as well. That's very funny. Brett Moletta dialing it in from Florida. So I am say Tuple Interstatal. So I want to share something with everybody. We're going to go here. Give me a second. We're going to share my screen. And we're going to go pull it up here. Let's see how we're doing this now. I want to share the screen. Right, Facebook, right? There we go. We're going to share. So, Danny's Road to the Show brought to you by DomScalaBaseball.com. Congratulations to the Longwood Varsity Lions, 16-2, sealing the League One championship title. Bring on the playoffs. And looky, who do they got repping and jacking up the team but one? Danny Gagliano, number 5 for the Longwood Lions. Danny's all jacked up after it looks like he had a double. Linda Stein, I am say Tuple Interstatal. Thank you so much, Linda, for dialing in. I appreciate you. So that's Danny repping Longwood Lions varsity baseball team. Congratulations to the coaches, Coach Dakers, Coach Mandry, Coach Phil, and Coach McSherry, leading our kids to a championship series title. Well done. Playoff start. Yes, West Coast. No, he needs to get his hiney out of his you-know-what, or his head out of his you-know-what, if you know what I mean. Anyway, playoff start Monday. That's when the schedule, I think Danny's first game will be Tuesday. It's a double elimination playoff championship series tournament, if you will. They have to get through their division, and then they go and play the other divisions. They went pretty far last week. Try that again. They went pretty far last year, losing to Comac in a hard-fought game. So we're going to see what we can do this year. Hey, Eric, thanks for dialing in. I appreciate you. I am Octuple Interstatal. So Denny's Road to the Show brought to you by DomScalaBaseball.com. Check him out. Dom Scala was gracious enough to be our guest last week as we discussed and dissected and fully explained the Pete Alonso debacle, non-overturned call out at home plate on a game-tying situation where, once again, the playoff booth, the replay booth, and the umpires on the field got the call wrong. So, all right, everybody, it's that time of the night. We're at the 8:50 mark. Every week we do Angie's Angles Prayer Circle, and our list has grown a little bit, sadly, but there are some positives. So here we go. Harold Sanderson, we're praying for Dawn Squared, both your wife and co-worker, and your good friend Ed, as he's dealing with his testicular cancer. Scott Tobias, we are praying for your wife and mom as they continue to take it day by day. Linda Stein, your dad, is on our prayer list, and he's been on for a while, and that's a good thing. We're praying for his health challenges. Mark Brooks, my brother from another mother, we're praying for your dad. But listen, Mark, maybe you need to take a sliding lesson. You need to stay vertical, my friend. You can't be falling and bruising yourself. Kevin Elliott, as he faces his health challenges down in Florida, we're praying for him. The Krause family, as their brave daughter Aubrey battles and remains in remission from cancer. Martha, my coworker at Adelphi University, as she is happily recovering from her surgery and her illness. Clark Altman, we're praying for your brother-in-law Brad and your sister Tricia. We get continued great news on Brad and his recovery. Amen to that. Deb and Lee down in Maryland, we're praying for Lee and the struggles as he handles his health challenges. Fred, a buddy here at the Smoke Therapy Lounge, rotator cuff surgery on the horizon. We pray for you. Ray Capers, Adelphi University, good friend. He looked great today. I saw him. He's almost fully recovered, back to normal. Coach Courtney, we're praying not only for your brother-in-law Calvin and your sister Pat, but also condolences on the passing of your brother-in-law, Coach. Regards out to your wife as she loses her brother. Mr. McGowan, sir, we have your 6. Absolutely 100%. So we're praying for you. Marianne Bello, my high school friend living now in Las Vegas. We pray for your mom as she faces her daily challenges. Big John, we're praying for Irene, who needs prayers. Phil's Nona needs prayers. And John, we're giving you an intention for yourself, my friend. I hope things work out for you. Lonnie Woolman, woohoo! As you face your medical challenge and the medication seems to be doing its trick. Lonnie, we're praying for you. My good friend Johnny V, as he recovers from his hernia surgery, he's recovering well. Tom's friend Paul, dealing with his cancer diagnosis, and his friend Janet also dealing with cancer treatments. And Jay, who happens to be Tom's mom, as she's dealing with some medical issues and things we hope get better for her. Lonnie also wants to pray for his friend Bruce Epstein, who's dealing with some Parkinson issues. And that concludes our prayer circle. And I appreciate each and every one of you that allow me a couple of minutes on Angie's Angles to do our prayer circle. It's very important. The power of prayer is very necessary. Let us also throw in one more prayer that this universe that we're riding on, that this globe that is spinning at an amazing rate of speed, that clarity comes to those in power, those that can control certain situations. We're praying for peace in the world. We don't want to see any more wars. We want everything resolved. We want peace and harmony. We ask God to give us that, please. Thank you. Hey, Clark, I appreciate that prayer. Let's throw that on the big screen. Sure, why not? I could always use a couple. Just pray for you, Angie, and continue progress with your neck issues. Yeah, my neck issues are really great. And thanks for dialing in on that, Clark. The intubation really messed me up. This is the third time where they had to take my trachea and move it over to the side. And so it creates scar tissue, a narrowing of my trachea, but I am totally A-okay. Number one, I'm doing fine. This time next week, I'm going to have some exciting news about my job. I cannot reveal it, but it's very interesting. I'm going to not expose it, but I'm going to give you full details next week as on Angie's Angle. So please be kind to tune in. Also, please, I implore you all, I will be posting on Facebook my YouTube link, my channel. I know most of you are here live. If you could just go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, watch a couple of seconds of the replay of tonight's broadcast. We are looking to blow up my channel. This is something that's been a work in progress, and you can see some of the benefits of it, right? We got the scrolling banner, we got the Angie's Angles with the day, we got my logo, we got the virtual background. I ordered a green screen. It didn't come in yet. So once it comes in, maybe all this hyperbole behind me. Yeah, just like and subscribe and comment, please. Thank you, Kevin Elliott. Let's put that on the big board. Kevin Elliott, YouTuber himself. Please go to my channel, Angie's Angles 4121 at YouTube. Like and subscribe and comment, please. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. So we're at day 56, Mark. We got a big series starting tomorrow, like West Coast Dave Prince brought up. Nick Triano brought it up, that we're facing the Atlanta Braves, who happen to be in second place. We're unfortunately in fourth place because, believe it or not, the Washington Nationals seem to be winning somehow. That's very funny, Clark. Yeah, when they demo it, maybe when it implodes, Clark, maybe and I'll put a pitch of Ollie underneath the rubble. If you know what I mean. I am blessed. I am blessed by each and every one of you. Thank you so much. This has been Angie's Angles coming to you live from Smoke Therapy 215 Ronkonkoma Avenue, Ronkonkoma, New York. If you're ever in the neighborhood, stop in, grab a cigar. I'll offer you a Guinness or a bottle of water, whatever it is. Good night. God bless. I love you.